following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Oh, right. You were in that helicopter that blew up a building and attacked a dam.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that building shot first.
Yeah, that's what they say. Typical corporate security. Shoot first and don't ask questions except where's my fucking money.
Even more typical corporate security is to lose control of your very own security. Nobody disables their weapons when they leave.
Well, to be fair, I don't think they care. So, drag racing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure they did it out here.
Well, I'm just going to take drag and other also kinds of racing, like street racing.
Yeah.
Pacifica, huh? I've never been here before. You come here often?
I've been here a couple of times.
Yeah, that's right. Your wife died, too.
You're very learned up.
Oh, right. Yeah. Guessing you didn't read my profile. I'm a Fifi Slide Net Runner.
Oh, net runner. That makes sense. Now. Don't really have anything against net runners.
Of course you don't. Until you gotta get into a place or you need to beef up your security, then everyone comes running. Oh, please, net runner.
I've been that person before. It's a problem I can't run to anyone else with, funnily enough.
Net run to anyone else with.
That's what I should have said. Well, let's go see what kind of machines are out in these streets.
Well, there's certainly a couple of beachfront drag competitions going on. You see a couple of souped up punk mobiles, if you will, of the drag variety, like a lot longer, leaner, big wheels at the back, there's your small wheels at the front. There's a couple lined up right now. You can place bets if you want. There's two squaring off on the block now. One's a fairly professional looking job that actually looks a bit more like a drag car. Obviously, when you get closer, you can tell that it's been assembled in some garage close by, and the guys driving it. There's a couple of there's a Latino guy, black guy, working on it. Latino guy got the race suit on, so you think he might be the driver. The other one looks like someone's taken like a ute or truck. And taken the front wheels off and put two pram wheels on, taken the back wheels off, put two tractor wheels on, and cut the entire top of the thing off except for the windscreen, and replaced the steering wheel with a leather-bound shirt button.
I know exactly the type of dragster you're talking about.
It has six exhaust pipes up each side.
Oh, I love the extra exhaust pipes.
Just go flame out the back.
I'll find someone who's sort of milling about around the area.
And it's got an engine with a scoop, and the scoop has a scoop, and little exhaust pipes coming out of the scoop on the scoop, just like all appearance, no substance. I like that one.
Yeah, same. Hey, to random racing goer who was around.
Yeah?
What's the story with the two racers here?
Oh, they're gonna race.
Well, yeah, but who are they?
Racers! I don't know!
You're not very helpful.
No!
Who would know?
Maybe that guy taking the bets.
Good point. Thanks.
What?
I always trust the guy who's taking the bets.
Hello, lad!
Hey, what's the story with these two guys?
They're gonna race! Want to place a bet?
I do, but I'd like to know more name.
Carlos and Jamal there built themselves a drag racer out of parts that they scrounged around the city. They're both edge runners.
And the professional team.
No! That's the longer.
Yeah.
And then Mongler there built that that car himself out of a larger car.
It certainly looks like he's done that with multiple larger cars. I'll put 200 on Jamal and his team.
Excellent, excellent. Wow, really? I like the other one. I'm going to put 1 Eddie on. No bets less than 10 Eddies. Fine. Oh, you're going head to head. And now, I have to run my racing app. Which is actually just a little racing game that I have. But I could just set to 2 cars. And they're off.
And they're off. Start line's always the best part.
Okay, so Jamal wins. Like a lot.
I thought you were meant to go, why did I set it to 50 laps?
No, I just cancelled the race after they got to the first little flag, which was like because it's a drag race. So,
Makes sense.
okay.
Well, that was easy to predict.
Wow, really? I can't believe the big unnecessary vehicle that it's made out of engines and exhaust didn't win.
Yeah, funnily enough, most of that doesn't affect your horsepower.
Okay, but look, which one looked cooler?
It was certainly the Monglers.
This is about those 2 guys just like, yeah, and like Bunker's just like, boom.
You'll get him next time.
He goes over and bites the top off a barbell and starts eating.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Yeah, you need some serious cyberware to pull that off.
Another couple of cars are being pulled up. You interested in that?
Mate, describe the cars.
Okay. One appears to be like an older sports car that's been modified in a garage. Picture sort of like a Mustang from like about 10 years ago, but with neons and fins.
Because it's cyber.
They've replaced the wheels so it's on that tilt.
Yeah.
And the front assembly's been taken off, and like a much more elaborate splitter and a scoop has been put on that like narrows it and flattens it out a bit. And the back has a great big wing on it.
Love it, great big wing.
And some additional exhausts. And obviously you've got like the 3 intake, like long flat scoop on the front with those little spinny. And I don't know what are supposed to do.
When the engine's not full open, they stop stuff getting in.
I thought it might be something like that.
When they are full open, nothing should be able to do too much.
Hence the spinny mechanic. Interesting. And the second car appears to have been a cigar boat, like a speedboat of the Miami Vice type.
Okay.
But it's had its bottom flattened out and wheels put on. But otherwise appears to be a boat with wheels.
What's your take on this scene?
Boats don't go on the land.
Here's the thing, though. Boats have big engines.
I'm betting on the boat because it's cooler.
I think I might do that this time as well. Let's go collect my winnings and good sir.
Hello!
Here to collect on the last bet.
Why not let it right over to your next one? Oh, come on now, lad. You wouldn't make me part with me money.
How much am I at? I didn't even check the odds on the first bet.
300. Odds weren't great for Mongler.
What are the odds on boat?
Much better if you're betting on boat.
Give me 100 back and I'll put 200 on the boat.
Very well. You go. Right over the original bet.
Yep.
10.
Make hers 100 as well. My treat.
I don't have 100. I blew it on sweet net programs.
I've got her.
Wow, you're an easy date.
I should probably pay for one of these eventually.
Problem is, little racing game cannot put a boat on the track. So I'll just have to pick
I imagine if it put just a straight up boat, it's going to lose.
non-aerodynamic car. I'll put a racing car and a stock car on. Because, like, while boats are, like, dynamic, they're fluid dynamic. Whereas you want the airflow to actually go the other way with cars. So
The boat just wants to fucking throw.
Well, the idea with the boat, you want the least of it in the water as possible
Yeah.
at speed. But hence hydrofoils.
Yeah.
So you can plane.
So those racing boats are great. They're mostly above the water.
Yeah, the ones that
I used to have a video game called Prometheus Powerboat Racing, and it was kind of frustrating at sometimes because I don't think it was like I don't think the model was programmed like super great, but it was like kind of fun to actually be like racing through like keys and locks and around harbors and through swamps and that, as opposed to round a racetrack. So I played it more than also because I had it, so of course I played it. So. Because you played the games you had.
I played so much Shrek 2. I think it was the PS2.
Oh, that's right.
Sad. I know the game you. I know the game
Fucking
you're
love
talking
that
about. Because
game.
one of my flatmates, we rented a bunch of games, and she wanted to play Shrek 2.
Played so much.
Please tell me that wasn't Casey.
It was Kate.
Well, you wanted to play it. No one said it was good. I could see the entertainment value for it, though. I could definitely see, like, sitting on a couch with a bunch of other people making fun of it. Very fun. Very fun. Okay.
I might as well go back to what I was at before because I paid for
You ready?
fees bit. I'm ready. Did boat work?
It hasn't got to the first marker yet.
There's the other car.
No.
Oh, okay.
Boat baby!
I think boat has it.
Boat!
I think. Yeah, that stock is slightly ahead. How the fuck that happened? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why you don't bet against one of those giant V12 boat things.
How the fuck did this happen? That should not actually be a practical anything. But okay.
You're
Back to
gonna make
Mr.
Mr. Krabs sad.
I go back to Mr. Krabs.
Okay, that's his name now. He had another name.
I hadn't learned it yet, so in the meantime.
Malcolm Swain. But no, it's Krabs now.
Damn it.
Edward Pinsington Krabs.
Hello.
Oh, you
sir.
got lucky. Why not ride it over into the next race?
No, not this time, I think.
Ah, fine. Take your 680s.
Thank you.
Oh, money!
And the ladies' bet.
Well, thanks. Maybe we should go watch like some regular racing or something.
Yeah.
Something that isn't over faster than my usual encounters.
I'll let you pick the race.
Well, there is only one other race. It's just some street racing, one circuit around these blocks. And they've actually got some safety consciousness here because they do like oh, no crossing here. Little warning lights come across, red around the edge. So it's like there was race now. Okay, you have a grid of 4 cars going into this race. There is an orange Quadra with 00000001 on the door,
Okay.
and the American flag on the roof. The old American flag. There is a green car that looks a little bit like a Sabre,
Oh, yeah.
except it's got tan, like, interior work. There is an Evasion Brumby in black, but it's been modified. And there is an, what do they call them? A Zonda Infernus, and it is blue. Now the drivers. The orange driver is a 6th Street guy in like camo gear with like a flat cap on. He's got a cyber arm, like a bare bones, like Terminator style cyber arm, like war surplus.
He's got a very old American.
Bit of grey in his hair there and there. He's got like a burn mark coming up around his cheek, and he's got like a much younger female pit crew guy checking over the engine, but he's just like going around methodically checking the car, checking the pressure himself, all that, like doing it right. The Green Saber is apparently being driven by the fattest black guy you've seen in a while. He's wearing a bowler hat in lime green. He is currently watching 2 thinner black people work on the car while he like digs into a bag and just like has handfuls of kibble and has just eaten it. Just going,
Reminds me of Wibbles.
Mr. Tubbykins.
Mr. Tubbykins, sorry.
Wibbles was the serious one.
Like a black.
He was also white.
Yeah, in this case, black.
The Evasion Brumby. There is 2 blonde with the same very Aryan haircut, very high cheekbone, blue-eyed guys, very serious short haircuts, wearing like very crisp, neat suits. One of them is like doing the mechanicking. The other one is doing very serious checks of the ride. And then he like opens the boot up and then closes it, and he's just like. The Infernus is being driven by a woman. She has long red hair, a purple and green jumpsuit, and the mechanic is like a implanted linear frame B guy, like like shirtless, like great big party, and he's just making delicate little adjustments under the hood. That's the information you get. And I'm not going to use the app for this one because I already pre-know what's going to happen. And I'll let you debate this with your mate while I pee.
This one's trickier than the last races. I was just picking who I thought would win, and then boat happened.
I'd go with the red hair.
I have an in-character reason to go with the Zonda as well.
Okay, my first initial thought was bet on the big fat black guy, because even though he's big and fat, he's obviously earning enough to get food. But as soon as he said that he's digging out handfuls of kibble, I was like, no, that scratches that. He's not eating good food.
Yeah. The army guy seems like a reliable choice, given that he's being very meticulous about his craft. The shady Brumby could
see my bet with the Germans, I'm going to call them, is that they've got something illegal under that hood, which is why they're being
something
sketchy.
Exceptionally illegal.
So I get the feeling that it's either going to one of 2 ways for them. They're either going to win and they're somehow going to get away with it scot-free, or they're going to win but then get caught for whatever that thing was that's in there.
Or they could, there could be an accident because of it and they crash.
It could be a weapon.
Yeah, it could be a weapon. It could be like some kind of.
So they could just try and take
NOS
somebody
system.
out, and if that's not on the rolls, then they could lose. But they might try and do it when nobody is watching, or it might be an EMP thing, so they make it look like it's an accident, but it's not. I don't know. Could be
I'm really torn. I don't know whether to bet on the cool car, the cool car, the cool car, or the cool car.
Yeah, I think I'm going on the Zonda with this one.
Which one's that?
You're pointing it up. Yeah. The Infernus is a nice ride. The driver looks like she knows her stuff, and I'm pretty sure that guy could win the race carrying the car.
I don't know. Those 2 Germans look like they're up to something.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna win.
could be something dangerous and unreliable.
Fucking, I'm going on the 6th Street guy. It's the least impressive vehicle here, but he's still entering it.
Right. Now, how much?
Hi. Betting on the races?
Yes. I think I'd like to put some money on the Infernus team down.
Good choice.
What's your minimum bet?
100.
I'll go 3. Goodness.
10 eddies on...
Minimum's 100. Well,
Fine,
you
I
can afford
bet.
it now.
I'll put one on the same... on the orange thing. With the guy with the robot arm. He's got less meat weighing him down.
The cyber arm weighs a little bit more than your average arm.
Not one of those doesn't.
It does
Oh, they
depend.
don't. I would have thought ones would be heavier.
It's also more bare bones, I guess.
Well, not heavier than your big.
It is
Hulk
very
arm,
bare
but-
bones and it's made out of aluminium.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
This isn't a cybernetic enhancement. This is a replacement. They do not add anything to you. You cannot equip anything in them. It is just I don't have a.
I
Oh,
lost
they
my
don't even
arm,
come
but-
with like slots. For
No, they don't come with slots. They also don't cost humanity.
Oh, okay, well, that's
This
good
is
to
an
know.
I don't have an arm and I need one.
Yeah, we can't clone one right now.
Yeah. Or I
They
can't
come back
afford
in
the
day.
cloning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the army, they
This,
just
by the way,
slap a robot arm
these are also available to you. You can get a cybernetic replacement limb or hand, and it doesn't cost humanity because it's not enhancing you or changing what you are.
on. Okay.
Of course, with the money you guys have now, cloned replacements are quite affordable.
Or just proper cybernetic upgrade arms. Even if you don't put
But those do cost humanity,
Yeah, that's the thing to consider.
And they're off. Things are actually looking really tight. You guys get a good position to watch. The Zonda streaks out ahead, but that Quadra's hanging in there. It's not necessarily got the best acceleration or anything, but it's a solid beast. And these and he has no problem just taking up road, knowing damn well that the fancier, nicer cars aren't going to want to slam into him. Because everyone knows who's going to win that engagement, and it's not going to be the newer, fancier cars. It's going to be Captain Reliable and his Fuggle bitch.
It is steel brick. I'll be like,
Nonetheless, the Brumby gets ahead. Real easy. Slick-like. Just hugs onto the road. Takes that corner well sharp. Too sharp. It begins to slide. And it slides into a post and wrecks.
it was a bait.
Given that the Zonda's also going to miss the spinning wreckage, hopefully it does.
I've watched a red line. I've seen crazier shit.
Green Sabre falls to the back of the pack. Which is when its machine guns open up. And it is immediately disqualified.
There we go.
When it
Called it.
takes out the Zonda. Leaving only one racer to finish the race.
No.
The Quadra. Mainly because it was bulletproof.
Yeah. Also, you're going to go for shoot the faster car first, either way, but yeah.
There's something deeply personal about seeing another one of those cars wrecked.
Another one. Oh, right. That's right. You're dating Lisa Steele. Makes me wonder what you're doing here. But then again, I guess no one can afford dating in phones.
Well, I sort of can now, but feels like a waste of money. It's good to meet new people.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't record you. You would have had a fucking heart attack.
Well, they're other people's cars. Good bet.
I feel like I cheated.
No.
I pulled the specs on the cars while I was looking over them, and I noticed it was bulletproof, and I noticed he had a gun.
Huh?
Which, by the way, is race illegal.
That would have been nice to know.
Kind of thought you would be able to tell what being caught.
No, yeah. Honestly, I've been working too much. I'm trying to lean off a little bit.
Oh, wow. I guess that's why you haven't arrested me yet.
Yeah. That was probably illegal, right? I'm sure the machine gun guy's definitely committing some sort of crime.
I think it's just race illegal. You'd be dumb not to have a gun in your car in Night City.
Yeah. I suppose they did have barricades up.
Well, eventually your date comes to an amicable conclusion.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks, John Bravewarn.
No problem, Fifi. Well, something Netrunner.
Sly.
Sly Netrunner.
That's right! My boy John Barrows got on a date with Fifi! It's totally a reference.
Enjoy your 80s.
See you around, John.
See you around. Actually, would you like to trade contacts? Might have use for a Netrunner in the future.
Sure. Frankly, I already had yours.
Sure.
No, Netrunner. You can't Netrun an agent.
Actually keep hearing that lately.
That's true.
Surprising amount of stuff you can do to an
If you
agent.
come across an agent that's got an architecture, you probably shouldn't run it anyway. It's gonna be bad news.
See you around.
I'll make my way back.
Why don't you use as recreational drugs? It's not like they're mega illegal to use. Just deal.
Mostly the selling
It's
part.
the selling part. You guys meet up at roughly the same time. He arrives with Babette on his arm. They're chatting and laughing. They look like they had a great time and shared a real bonding experience, which improves their relationship by 2 points.
Babbitt will remember that.
Nice to see you two well and safe.
We had a great time.
Seems like it.
Yeah. She showed me a little bit of her world. It was really sweet. Shows that she trusts me.
It is not.
Better
It is not about trust. I had you completely at my mercy. There is
Well-
nothing you could have done to stop me doing
That-
anything I wanted.
That is true, yes.
I don't think he would have anyway. Well, I got to watch some racing, make a little money.
No, who was your date with?
Oh, it's Fifi, some Netrunner. Sly Netrunner.
Huh. Do you know her?
Well, I do now. Oh, you mean her?
Yeah.
It's not like we all share the same Rolodex.
Oh no, Fifi, isn't that also a French name?
I suppose.
Yeah.
She only committed some minor offenses. I thought I'd let it slide.
You corrupt man.
I would have arrested her
Anyway.
on the spot.
I must go. Thank you for a lovely evening.
Oh. Of course.
Bye, Jean.
See you
I'll
back
take
there.
her hand and kiss her hand. I'll see you, whenever you're allowed back at work. Do you have any ETA on that?
Next week.
Okay.
So I guess after the game.
Okay, I'll see you for the game then.
Bye.
Bye. Have a safe trip.
She has a car.
Well, you guys poodled on through. Do I do another one? Yes.
Another date or another scripture?
You started last time.
Oh,
So I'll
that's
start this time. Hive Industries. Heroes of the Day. And unnamed sources. Oh, is it unnamed sources, the beloved heroes of the media. And the 113th Precinct has some good ones. We wanted the scoop on the recent kidnappings of high-profile sports stars and the rather sudden rescue. We got it. The women were taken because of their relationship to the 113th Precinct by a deadly netrunner who was planning to trade them for another person, the 113th's own netrunner, Babette Renard. However, a special task force based out of Watson were able to figure out where they were. Members of the task force, aware of a leak within the building, set off on their own in a Nomad helicopter. The villains were holed up in the old Petrochem Dam as it turns out, and were using the sewer system to move around unseen. The officers alighted atop the dam before the helicopter's systems were hacked, causing it to make a rough landing on a small house. Ooh. Remember that part?
We didn't technically hear about where it landed, only that the landing gear was buggered.
The officers then battled...
The children broke its fall.
No, there we go.
Good.
Well, those orphans didn't have any parents anyway. The officers then battled their way inside the dam, where they took down the villain, but then had to battle the captured ladies, tricked into fighting their rescuers by the use of virtuality and AR headsets. The heroes were able to get the headsets off without harming the woman, and rescued them with no loss on their own or the NCPD's part. But who were these heroes of the day? Our source identifies them as Probationary Officer Vincent Straker and Probationary Officer John the Coronado Butcher Barrows.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does. Who are... I mean, it's like you can almost not say it without it. Who our sources have eulogized as having performed about as perfectly as one could ever hope for. Near perfect is how another described them, particularly Straker. He figured out the sewer thing before anyone else. The two officers are also about to become rich from their... Oh, great, thanks, let's tell everybody. From the cheers of a number of high street asset seizures and their bonus from the PR. God damn it, go with this case. The two officers even lived together at 538 Primrose Lane in Watson. A pleasant apartment building, community built, where Watson was going to be a nice place.
That's 538 Primrose Lane. and it's highly unguarded, folks.
Of course, it is wise to remember that these two heroes are an unproven youth and a renowned mass murderer, or so they say. Hey, we never said that. At least, that is the advice Officer Cook gives us. Oh, there we go. I like it so they say, but then immediately...
Who knows who they refers to?
True. This could be you. This sexy 18-year-old girl was a 90-year-old grandmother when she entered the Bram Johnson New Life Clinic. Now she's ready to party. Better legs than Angelina. Better figure than Beyonce. Well, okay. And prettier face than Liv Tyler. And all for a price so reasonable even your grandmother could afford it. God, it's really hard to read.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Bram Johnson.
Bram Johnson New Life Clinic?
Who are Hive? Hive is a wonderful company. We checked, and it's true. The staff are all beautiful women, I'm sold. And very friendly. Their products are very good as well. Maybe the most good. A lot of people say that. I don't say it. A lot of people do, folks.
Sounds like you're supposed to read this in Donald Trump's voice. I don't say it.
I don't say it. I can't even.
Ken does a pretty good Donald Trump.
But it's not my turn to read, so if you go ahead.
They produced by... wait, hang on. They tell me these are the most tremendous things, produced by gorgeous women, right here in America. It's a small company, but growing, and it will grow so much. There seems to be no limit to their inventiveness and how wonderful they are. Perhaps the most wonderful. Only good things. The other companies, they're not the one. No. Hive Industries. They are building incredible things, staffed by wonderful women. With great, big, some say huge, I don't say that, but they tell me huge busts. Tremendous busts. There's only good things
Great,
in Hive.
big, huge. I don't say that, but they tell me that. Huge busts. Tremendous busts. Some say the greatest busts. Bigger busts in the NCPD.
John, I think I'm going to change professions.
Gonna go work.
You're going to be a worker bee for Hive.
You can't. It only employs hot women.
An experience like no other.
Then how do they get anything done?
They're not lesbians.
No.
29th of March, DLF Cyber Hub, 5:30 onwards. Mega Boxing, the big game, 6 pounds, 10 lakh purse money. And sponsored by
The Fortis
Memorial. Words that are too small. Ada 52.
Sponsored by Fortis Memorial, words that are too small.
Someone should have told them to increase their font size.
Not me though. Some
is it-
people say
Is it Fortis Memorial Medical Insurance?
could be.
And PVR Cinema.
I liked a bit it when it's Fortis Memorial words that are too small.
It's not my job to try and read that shit.
I think
Yes,
the last word
it
was
is.
caveman.
Hey.
Medical insurance caveman. I'm pretty sure that's what the words are.
You want medical insurance, Unga Bunga? Get smashed with Thagomizer? Stegosaurus got down? No longer club cat? Bring back for family meat? No longer drag woman to cave? Medical insurance, caveman help! Me drag woman to cave for you when you don't can!
Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
I need to write an ad for medical insurance.
I was going to say, I think we've created something out of
Medical
this.
insurance caveman. I like that he's a caveman, but still the words medical insurance are quite navigable by him.
He has a reasonable concept of how
Medical
insurance sort of
insurance.
works.
No, I mean insurance.
Medical insurance caveman. Remember that. Don't forget that. That's gotta be an ad. I have to make an ad for that. A great, big, tremendous, beautiful ad.
Submit to the evil mouse. Oh god, is this about Disney? The evil mouse that represents all consuming more of Disney. There we go. There's a problem. And looking at recent releases, it's pretty clear what that is. They're all out of intellectual properties. They are, with the release of the Goggles version of Braindance remake of 3D animated remake of 2D animated remake of the live action remake of the original Lion King. Jesus fuck. I was going to say that before it was written. And then it was written. They have AR remade all of the movies they've ever released, then re-released, then remade, and remade again and again. With this dire predicament, the evil mouse has taken the alarming and novel step of asking people what they most love. So you can buy the IP and ruin it very quickly. Ha ha! All of your favourite things can be given to the Disney treatment. Just look at how they fix Star Wars.
I like that the evil mouse's quote isn't... there we go.
All of your favourite things can be given to the new Disney treatment. Just look at how we fix Star Wars. The mouse declared, referencing a now long-forgotten movie series. We researched the series and it seems that once long ago it was the most popular movie series in the world ever. And then Disney bought it. Almost no one has even heard of it, except that one poser gang. And that other one who are their enemies. You know the ones. The evil mouse has put forth the request to all peoples of the world. Well, Tolkien thoroughly raped, Wheel of Time, Balified, Star Wars detonated, Transformers transformed, Witcher wasted, Mortal Kombat finished, Most of the universe destroyed, Marvel DC, all of it obliterated, Ghostbusters busted, Indiana Jones lost, RoboCop, well, less said about that the better, haha! Well, anyway, we need to make sure that no one has anything to like. People are encouraged to send in submissions of the things that they love most. The top 100 submissions will receive a 5 voucher. Oh, big spenders. For a Disney park of their choice. It'll be in those stupid fun bucks that they don't take. And we'll have their submission purchased by Disney and ground into the dirt. Then shit on them for more of it. And ground
That's
some
impressive.
more. Until everyone who liked it is a bitter husk of a person with no joy in their life and no hope for the future. The evil mouse would delight as he considered replacing every part in the new franchise with diversity, hiring the laziest hack writer to ensure that every once likable character became an unbearable arsehole. Oh, they rehired Ryan Johnson again. Oh! Special little dance he makes when contemplating the idea that every remotely attractive actress goes unemployed. You seem to be having fun. That should horrify you. Nonetheless, the evil mouse must be obeyed. And we've got Ziggurat Telecom now with CCNNPC, circuit closed, neutral net phone connection. Hey Chumba, let's chat with Ziggurat. While others sleep, you can chat all night long, just like Cyberol. You are? Only with the new Ziggurat Databit 50 plan. When do we get the feeling that Disney in this timeline has literally created some kind of synthetic evil mouse?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Either that or their CEO is an insane person who has biosculpted himself to look exactly like the evil mouse.
Yeah.
I tried to read along with you on that one, but I keep getting distracted by something. I don't know what it was. It might have been that.
Did you get to the end of the line and then you're like...
Just keep going.
When I asked for, can I get, I want a special version of Samus Aran.
Garden dating bug gets worse. Garden Dating's embarrassing snafu has gone from bad to worse. At least that is what Sandra Aaron, now signing for the Wolfpack, is reporting. I thought data polls were separated, but how is it that Night City's bug has infected my agent? And how is it setting me up with dates in Night City? The answer comes from Ziggurat's Paul Smizmum. It's actually a bit embarrassing. It seems a low-level employee did not properly scrub a server array we transferred to the Texas office. Sandra Aaron is not mollified by this. I expect Ziggurat to expunge these unwanted assignments, except I will keep these ones, she trailed off. We never did find out which ones she'll be keeping. Aaron has been the focus of a lot of attention in Texas since her signing, demonstrating several feats of skill and strength, which make people wonder. Is the new hot ticket in speed brawl, and how can the big names of today compete if these demonstrations are true? More alarmingly are the rumours that Wolfpack's biggest star, Carolyn Morningstar, has demanded the Wolfpack not retain her after her rookie year. Alarming if true. Aaron's only comment on this was, I don't care where I play.
Sweet. You can join our team.
And that is how Night City Badgers turned into a fantasy speed brawl league.
Where we also incidentally saved
Or my version of NBA Live 95, where I took over the Orlando Magic for the campaign thing and just hired the entire dream team from that year's Olympics.
I'm gonna say it's kind of like playing Final Fantasy X. You think you're playing an RPG, and then suddenly you're playing a sports sim for a good chunk of it.
I'd put like near on 50 hours.
Yeah,
in
that's
Blitzball.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest chunk if you do it, as long as you're not trying to do all the secret bosses. The secret bosses. The secret bosses. The secret bosses. The secret bosses.